Hello guys, Mark here from Bolagh Records and welcome back to our channel. Today is the third part of our 6-part journey of Bolagh Records. We hope you enjoy. The Father's Day show that we done was by far probably one of my favourite shows. There was a lot of planning that really went into this show. It was crazy how much we planned for this show. Like this show was, we wanted this to be good. Like this is, like at the time, like, well, you know, Father's Day. So we wanted it to be good for Father's Day. We wanted to show like something different. We had been doing shows, but like, you know, people were, you know, turning up and like kind of going and leaving halfway through because they had to do this or make dinner. And so we really wanted to like do something this time that was going to make everyone just like stay and just watch. So for this one we were gonna do one of those shows where it looked like people were like looking down on you. Everyone was gonna stand up high, so it looked like they were all like kind of looking down on us, and I don't know why. We just decided like that, and as well was because we didn't want people to leave the house to come into like, I think we were originally gonna do it in the field area. So basically what way we used to set up the stage is, I might as well just explain it now. We used to have the flat ground, and we used to get like a bunch of goal posts and like pieces of wood, and we used to just like literally just like connect them all together, make like some sort of square area, or if we wanted like a catwalk, you know, like one of those runways, we'd have that. Our go-to design was always a square with a long runway and then a little square at the bottom. That was always our go-to design, and that was inspired by One Direction from the Where We Are tour. That big stage that they had, we always just loved that stage. And I think at this point we had got into doing like more singers, so we were doing like One Direction, like Bieber. I think I was doing Michael Jackson. Ed Sheeran had made his way in. There was just a lot of different artists, and like we'd each have our own like group of artists. So he'd have his own list and I'd have my own list, and we just focus on them. And then we had some of them like One Direction and Jedward, which we'd do together and like work it that type of way. Literally just lip singing, like literally just lip singing. It was so random. A lot of people would probably call it weird. It was just something that we'd done. It was just fun at the time. I'm trying to remember like little details, because obviously for this like series I want to give everyone an insight to what was like happening, but it's really hard to remember. I tried to leave that time of my life behind me because I tried to focus more on like the future rather than the past. There is a lot of things that there's a lot of things that I learned from the past, and I tried to like use them in my future, but I try not to remember the really random moments. Like I can remember some moments, you know. We used to, in the place, we used to be like this little like outside house. It used to be like this little small shed thing. I don't know really what you would call it, like, but I had like a bathroom in it. But we used to use that, and what we used to do is draw on the ceilings different stage designs, different names of songs that we'd never use, different album names that we'd never use, and like we wrote our singers lists. That's what we used to call them. We always used to focus on our singers lists, and I think that's when Bolagh Records really started to come in, was during this time while we were planning this whole Father's Day thing. I think it was after the Father's Day concert Bolagh Records came in. And I'm trying to think of how many shows we've really done after Bolagh Records, but it's very hard to remember. Very hard to remember. But anyway, the Father's Day concert. Yeah, we literally put a lot of planning into it. We made a stage, you know, we marked out the stage area, we were doing rehearsals out there. Bear in mind, like our parents could see us doing the rehearsals, so they know, they knew what was gonna happen. So like, you know, there was no point us planning anything big, but we became a little bit smart about this. When we were outside doing rehearsals, we'd be like nice and lazy and stuff like that, and just taking a chill, but when we'd go back into that little building, we'd really like go hard and like focus on things. We'd be like, oh yeah, we have to do this, you know, like go over there, you know. We were just trying to, we were really trying to perfect it. Like I remember one thing, it doesn't really have anything to do with the concert, but I can remember one thing which we've done a lot was move the desks. Like we used to move that place around so much. Like we used to move the desks here, there, like, oh we need a reception desk, oh this is gonna be a work desk, and like this is gonna be the office desk, and then like we'd move the reception desk and that would be one of our desks, and I'd have the other desk and he'd have the desk, and we just kept moving desks and we kept moving stuff around, and eventually we started moving things every day and it was crazy. But this was after the Father's Day thing. But yeah, I can remember the Father's Day thing. I think this was the one show I can really remember, and the reason I can remember this is because it was the first time we had matching costumes for Jedward. I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, what were they? Oh, they were probably cool. Were they? Maybe. Were they like bad? Well, let me tell you, we made them. I made them. And so with Jedward's outfits, if you guys have ever seen Jedward's outfits, there's a lot of like sparkles, and sometimes they have like built up shoulders. I know Michael Jackson used to have a lot of built up shoulders because it's a very powerful look. And you know, I was trying to think of like what we could do, because we need to make this really good. Like how do we make this really good? And I seen these things in this room, in this building that we always used to rehearse in and that we used to move around 100 times a day. And I seen these things and I was like, do we need these? And he was like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, okay, we're gonna use these. And he was like, are you serious? We're gonna use these for the outfits? And I was like, yeah, we're gonna use them. So what I done was I took them out. I cut a hole in the top that you could put your head through, and I cut like 2 holes in the arms. The arms came out. I'm sure a lot of people are probably gonna wonder what the hell it was. It was a bin bag. It wasn't really, I don't think it was a bin bag. I think it was something else. It was like a sack, like a white sack that you put like coal in. I think it was used for coal actually. And these were just white sacks left over. These had coal in them. Like these literally had coal in them, and we were cutting these out and like putting holes in them to wear them during a concert. I can remember writing stuff on them, like the big J for Jedward. I think it was the big J for John and the big E for Edward. And then we had like stuff like up here and here, and like stuff here and on the back. Just white sacks used for coal. And we wore these for the Father's Day concert. And it worked at the time because, like, you know, when we came out, like, they all started like laughing and just like clapping and just like, ooh, fancy. It was so weird. It was strange. It was really weird. But they worked, and they made it through one concert. And I don't think we ever wore them again. Or I think we might have during rehearsal, but like, they were really annoying because since we only cut them out, like they were really itchy at the back, and oh, it was just horrible to wear. But yeah, it was my favourite show. The Father's Day concert was probably my favourite ever concert that we done. Like, I don't think nothing we done after that topped that show. I think that show was really good. Thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you all next time.